Sounds about right. Yeah.
There you go.
Can't eat with your belly full though. It's key.
Okay, so now we have the puck, and now is this an idea that maybe they're like dropping the with mid? Maybe put a puck mid that's going to do okay, and it's not going to down to a Lich Mirana because there's no setup for the arrow, and puck can always phase shift in our way.
I think puck offlane has been increasing in popularity, so it definitely could be that. We see EG Cloud9. They're playing.
They pick it against like Dazzle and stuff though, like people who don't really have that much lockdown. Like I think with Lift and maybe another support hero maybe. Actually stop them. Actually they have to pick their offlaner now.
The thing, if you want to compare puck to a lot of common offlaners like Centaur or Clockwork, like he is one of those heroes that once you get Blink, it doesn't really matter if you're level 16 or 11. Like you're gonna be helping your team to
your ulti
burst
does more
stun.
damage.
Reserve time.
Okay. Your ulti does do more damage, yes, that is correct.
I wanted to point out something about Alliance's draft, and it's become like more apparent as like the next ban phase went through, is that Alliance have basically banned all the durable offlaners that offer any sort of team fight, because the way that they're building right now is they have, I would say, 4 moderately squishy heroes. Like Mirana has an escape mechanism, but the rest of them are all pretty much flop over status, you know what I mean? So they banned Centaur, they banned Tidehunter.
Oh, I saw this hero twice today. Once
good, man.
playing offlane by Ice.
Super good.
And once played as support. And it's a very interesting.
Which one did it do better?
Wait. I thought Orange Winter played that
10
offlane.
seconds remaining.
Ice. Maybe Winter played it offlane later.
Okay.
I mean, they played more than one match. But I clearly remember Ice playing and dying. And he played it like Ice played, which is like, I stand between tier 1 and tier 2 from the opponent, and I don't care, and I tank the creeps.
What about Cottle here? Cottle Undying is pretty ridiculous.
Well, you already have a Wisp and an Undying. Do you want to cuddle?
more mana.
More mana.
Dual offlane, man.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Well, the thing is, the Lich is going to be there pretty much no matter
Is
what.
Lich
Like,
not going mid?
What's going to happen is they're going to look at the lanes and they're going to just shift to a 2-2-1, I think, in most circumstances, because a Lich, Rubik, Luna, and the things that they've banned says that potentially they would just go a defensive tri-lane. But if they go a defensive tri-lane, Fnatic are just going to dual lane mid. So having a Lich just rotate between like top and bottom, whichever lane he needs to go to, would essentially mean that if puck goes mid and it's against a solo Mirana, the puck might edge out the Mirana in lane. Is to be expected, but if the Lich comes, he can balance it in Alliance's favor. And likewise, if Fnatic did want to dual lane mid, they can just put the Lich there and the Mirana Lich still wins. So it's like, to have a tiny bit more flexibility. Depends on what Fnatic last picks though, honestly.
Do you think Fnatic can be greedy because the supports Rubik and Lich are not really good roamers in particular?
They're kind of defensive.
Yeah, but I think with the 4 heroes that they have now, if they went greedy, they would get punished by late game Luna, which we saw last game.
What about Timber?
At the same time, hold on. Like,
you think Luna is better than Tiny's late game?
I do.
Yeah.
Because Tiny doesn't go evasion typically. I mean, yeah, you can go butterfly for like 6 slot, but you're never gonna get an MKB because you don't have the inventory slots.
Okay, so that's the spicy hero.
But you ignore the Luna. You have a Wisp. You can go and just split push.
You can split push, but Luna pushes pretty damn fast too. And I think that with the rest of the team, like, I don't know, could be tough.
I think you go actually Lich Brewmaster mid in this case. And the 2-1-2 would be Mirana, maybe solo, Luna with Rubik.
But doesn't S4 play Brew?
He also plays Mirana.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Does Bulldog play Brew?
I've never seen him play it, to be honest.
That would be interesting. I see him more as a Brew player than a Mirana player, personally.
Yeah. Well, Fnatic are going Coddle, man.
Yeah, they're going really on.
To pick.
Okay.
Is this when I do the Toby? Called it.
No one has ever done this in the history of Dota. No, it's happened, probably.
At least once.
Let's send the Brewmaster top. Be interesting. Like there's going to be actually in all lanes, I think.
They're waiting.
The lanes are going to be really weird.
Yeah. That's the key of all this.
Yep, it's an S4 Brew. So Bulldog's going to be playing Mirana.
Bulldog playing Mirana. Interesting. How do you think the Cuddle Undying offlane, potential Cuddle Undying offlane will fare?
It's sick. Like, literally.
I think that the supports would have to would basically both be there, and it's so hard to like
It
deal with
doesn't
them
matter
dying.
if you're both there.
You're gonna die.
Trixie's gonna DK and just be like, yeah, thanks for the...
Like, they don't really have that much burst damage on Rubik, or literally until like a bit later on. And Undying's just gonna eat them alive.
Prepare
We'll find out.
for battle.
Oh, he's gone boots first on it. That's kinda cool.
Yep. Build best build. This is actually one of the few games where Ake was allowed to spend money on stuff for himself. Normally, he doesn't get that item until like 20 minutes in, man.
That definitely couldn't have been EGM's call. Oh, look at EGM's items, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's equally greedy as a support to buy that much.
Let's see. They have a little parrot.
Salami, nice.
Oh my god, if they do Wisp tri-lane,
Potential level 1 engagement here, but the Tiny needs to be in front if they're going to do this. To be able to open with this stun. I actually think that Alliance's level 1 is better.
Oh, by far. With
Yeah,
Aura,
by a pretty
Clap,
wide margin.
yeah, Hero, they'll back it off. I'm not sure whether the ward that they dropped was seen. I don't think so. So it should be good for a while.
Fine. The most important thing, I think, for this game is honestly who's going to get the better of the laning situation. I think that's going to dictate so much because Fnatic have a team where if the Wisp Tiny get a good start, they can just annihilate the map, you know? Brewmaster is kind of tough because once he gets level 6, I don't think he actually dies in a stun toss if he has a couple of items. And then he can just ulti out of your relocates or anything like that. And plus he can just throw you up in the air.
The battle
Ooh, very nice
begins.
lane switch. Unless Ake is eating the creep for top and going back mid. A Luna Lich top versus the Buck. And then S4 is going to solo against Tiny Wisp. I think soloing this is quite impossible. This is
Look at
one of the
this.
better mids though, against melee carries.
Throw booze at him and they can't hit anything.
he also has like that first hit creep kill thing, which is so cool.
Oh, he actually skilled Clem. I don't think this lane is actually that hard for S4, to be totally honest. Like, I think this is taking a stance to say, okay, we're not even going to bother with mid, we're just going to win our top and bottom lane to, like hard, you know? Because top, it's going to be a Luna and a Lich, which the Puck is not going to be able to farm against. And mid, S4 is still going to get full experience. Sure, getting a Blink Dagger is nice, but it's not 100% necessary. So the only lane that's really doing well from Fnatic is actually going to be bottom.
Yeah. I mean, Admiral Bulldog's gonna try to farm under the tower. He's never really gonna die because he has leap. At the same time, though, I wonder what the game plan is for Fnatic. Are they just pressuring tower? I'm not sure exactly how worth it that's gonna be because he's spamming the case for days. Tombstone at 2. They
I
really
don't
need
think
like a
they can
slow
kill
here.
It's kind of interesting to see the way Alliance play. It's kind of like the opposite of EG. They put like the fighting hero mid and the 2 farmers near the 2 lanes.
Well, the fighting hero needs the experience, right?
Yeah, but EG do it the other way around. They put their
Radiant's bottom tower
carry hero
is
mid.
under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Gets the most farm.
It is interesting, though. And this is a very untraditional way of pushing, but a very effective one. You just basically cut the creeps behind the tower, and you're not actually hitting the tower.
EGMs should be very careful because that patch of trees does not protect him. Tombstone destroy trees, a decay or 2, and a zombie slow will take over.
Nah, he's fine.
It has so little health at level 1, the little tree has.
He knows what they're trying to do, though, so like every time they do that, all he has to do is walk up to the creep wave, and since there's no actual disable in this lane, it's going to be more or less impossible for them to die. So as long as they can pull the creeps off the tower, it's going to be a very long time.
Mid lane here, getting dove upon SS4, and he's going to get right click down, have a toss, and a couple more right clicks.
Kill.
Yeah, I mean, at this point here, Brewmaster, not only is he going to deal with unlimited nuking coming out from Fnatic, because there's dual lane mid, they could also essentially get every single rune. So I think S4 is okay for the opening levels, but once Era hits 4 or 5, that's where really he gets into trouble.
It's pretty cool. Era bought 2 branches, and that allowed him to do the combo. Whereas
Yep.
if he didn't have them, he wouldn't be able to.
Yep, top lane, here comes all the orbs. Lich is going to be going down. What a roam from No Tail. Well, not looking good here for Alliance.
Well, it is still fairly early on.
It's 3 minutes in.
Well, you were talking about the lane.
GG.
Good color, right?
Get over with.
I'm not calling GG just yet, but look at mid lane is going to be dying again. Oh, Andy would have called GG now if he was a Brewmaster. That's a double kill with no tail. Teleporting.
How is that a double kill?
18 seconds in between. You have enough time to get a double kill. So, okay, no tail just won mid and top, and you were saying the bottom lane is going okay for Fnatic. Essentially,
every lane is winning.
yes.
I mean, the puck is still not really finding that much farm. The Luna's farming significantly more, but it's okay because the puck is getting experience. Like, there's two heroes, one on each side, who are essentially just trading experience for gold, and that's Honey on the puck and then S4 on the Brewmaster, because those heroes basically just want their ultimates. Now, Blink is good, actually, on both of them, but something that is likely to not happen very soon.
You get flash farming, puck's definitely got to be the better flash farmer there, with the bigger mana pool to spam, so. If in terms of catching up, I think Honey's going to have the edge there as well. And you were talking about how important it is for that Wisp to get at level 6 to apply map pressure. Well, he's already 4.5.
And they're second in jungle as well, which is good. Oh, Honey could potentially get dove here. Is also here. He's going to pop the salve. Meantime, mid. S4 taking some damage. EGM is around though. Honey salving back up to full. They're using the illusions to scout. And S4 should be A-okay.
Do you think S4's skill build, do you think he should have got a level of Drunken Haze?
I think the damage that's scary for him right now is the burst, yeah. Oh, Bulldog! Can he get killed bottom? I'm guessing he got mana leaked.
Nope.
No,
doesn't even have mana leak. Okay, so he just died.
He got too close to the tombstone and he was forced to leap away.
Slowed, right?
Yeah. And then I guess the slow even, well, because the zombies will go after you, regardless of whether you leaped or not.
Yeah, man, I've seen 28 days later. Those things never stop.
They're pretty quick, like.
Well, these ones, they have Death Plus.
Not Shaun of the Dead zombies.
Like the super crappy
zombies. You could just walk away from them. It's not ridiculous.
Well, Fnatic taking a pretty substantial early lead here, and I think all the questions that I had about what their performance would be like have been pretty much silenced. They're doing.
Oh, this is what they're doing. Fly with ninja strategies.
One
force a leap.
Still got him.
Sniper, man.
Down from the bushes.
So let's talk about Fnatic's lineup as we approach the mid game. I mean, well, maybe we have to hold that thought as No-Tail's teleported top. I think they're going to get it again.
I don't know.
So I don't think your supports are very good at mid game. I'm really singling Undying here. Do you think the buff has really changed his mid game?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Loda eating some spirit damage here.
Uh-oh.
Frost blasted. Aki could be in some trouble. Hani going in. He is level 6.
Look at these
going to
cross.
the coil finally, yeah. EGM though going to get a lift on Hani. Should be able to get a return kill.
Oh, the relocate.
Tried.
Almost.
I think he might be shagged.
Buy back puck and just kill EGM.
Can't.
Oh,
Definitely can. You can see on the right side though. Oh no, that's
oh
S4.
my god. Watch the balls, Loda.
Dude, he's fine. Everything's fine. I think the Undying change is huge because the aura going through BKB, I feel like it always should have been that way.
Yeah.
Like,
one of the few auras that does not go through BKB.
Yeah, that's the selling point of the hero, is increased damage that you take when you're fighting around them and you get slowed.
Mid lane, it's going to be Ava and misses Invis Rune beating the Force
And
out.
then baited the Invis Rune.
There you go. So the other thing to mention is that Fnatic does have a mid-high ground ward. Really helpful for getting those
Bulldog's about to be in panic mode. I'm panicking!
Oh my god,
He's gotta leap, he's gotta leap. No, he didn't leap! What?
It would not have mattered if he left, because the zombie would have chased.
By the way, why didn't he buy boots instead of the blade of attack?
More
for better last it. And then back in the mid lane here, Hani going hard. He's gonna get back out. Heroes need to get out as well.
I'm gonna slap it. I
don't know. He's gonna have a toss.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, he tossed the creep instead of S4. It's bad.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Hani wants to play with fire. I'm not sure about this one. He gets picked up in the air. They should dispel and toss him, stun him again. Or he gets stunned.
Oh
no, got him.
Really
okay, dead.
Nice play. Holy shit.
That ultimate was worth from S4, getting a double kill. But here we go though, off lane Undying with a hand of Midas. I'm digging it.
Hey man, it's 7 minutes in, why not?
Get an experience.
He's got a ring of health too.
Yeah.
Kind of terrifying, to be honest. Because Undying is a hero who scales exceptionally well with levels. Like, all of his abilities are good.
You want to max all of them, yeah.
Thing about Midas like this, I think, is it's pretty okay.
Hey, when you're winning every single lane, why not?
This is a I'm ahead, get farther ahead Midas.
Top lane not gonna hit that arrow. Ani's doesn't have much to show for in terms of gold, but Junko's gonna get used. And here comes a relocate on the backline. They want Bulldog again, and this bottom. It's not looking good. Yeah, EGM's also dead. Waning Rift, couple more right clicks.
He's leaving the ball.
Flying Panda! They toss him in. They can actually get more if they want to. The relocate's back out. S4 does not have his ultimate. Avalanche is coming off in 2 seconds. You could Ava toss this one easily. Ava. No toss. There's a toss. The Chain Frost. Phase it. No phase. It's bouncing non-stop. And the evasion is taking him through. I think Arrow's dead right there. Yep. Wow, the Riku successful for Alliance. Meanwhile, on the backline here, No Tail comes back in. A freebie goes to Alliance.
I think No Tail was just like, I want to feed too, and then just ran it. Questionable. Oh god, Trixie's gonna die too. 4 people on Fnatic are dead. And
it's all gone Pita.
EGM stole ult, I think, from Undying.
Yeah.
That actually is a pretty big deal for things like Eclipse and Chain Frost. That's something we haven't spoke about. Alliance's teamfight is absolutely insane. I guess Fnatic is not too bad with, you know, things like Tombstone as well as like Coil as well. But we just saw, you know, the Panda ultimate, the Chain Frost. We haven't even seen Eclipse yet.
I'm looking at the net worth right now. It's like 4,000, close to 4,000, no money on anyone else. Pretty cool. But like those turnarounds for Alliance are way bigger because Fnatic are kind of the team that need to focus on having momentum this game. When you have a Wisp Tiny and a Puck, you want to control the game, not lose like 3 heroes for chasing a Panda.
Yeah.
You know, also,
and then lose your Undying.
You were talking about how important it is for that Brewmaster to pick up his Blink Dagger. Well, because of those kills up top, he's at 1900 gold almost. So after this stack, that Blink's online.
This is the patented dual lane mid, die twice, transition into 10-minute Blink.
Really remind me of Mag in that axe game that he had.
Yeah.
Like he had a horrible laning phase and then got 3 kills for free.
I think he's got a heck of a lot more tens.
Toss the Wisp in on the top. But okay. Oh,
almost.
and he's gonna get out alive.
No, he's not.
Oh, you By the way, if you're stunned, you can still extend or retract your balls. He's dead.
Extra damage.
Oh, yep. All right.
What a steal.
It looks so fucking hilarious.
Wait, why did Trixie make a Vanguard?
I know.
Okay, I have to say, there are not many heroes that I've seen Midas Vanguard on before. I can understand, like,
Larda, maybe?
I could understand Midas into Pipe. That would be pretty good.
He's got a tank mid lane, no problem. See? Vanguard Dota voice.
That heals so much since they buffed it. Give him some mana. Kotol.
I don't know, man. This is seeming a little bit shaky, honestly, from Fnatic. Like, they looked really good at the start. They're gonna find Bulldog bottom. They'll relocate. It's also used. Teleport gonna get canceled. They find one. EGM coming in wants to potentially steal something, I guess. And Eclipse gonna be used.
To the bushes.
And they're out.
Doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a relocate on Hani, so he's fine. But meanwhile, Trixie, he's gonna get found in jungle. There's just so many random things being tossed in and out.
This isn't even Dota, man. Like, I don't know what this is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Poor Bulldog's not having a great game.
He's not. He's actually died like quite a bit with the hero.
5 times.
I'm just not sold on this Trixie and dying.
What
item builds?
He annihilated.
Fly, no. Fly, run.
Oh god. Okay.
He's missing.
Miss. And the bottle's back up. The arrow not gonna hit here. They want to go back in. Silenced. There's no ultimate on Brewmaster.
That haste though.
I mean, just coil him.
No Tail's so good at Wisp. It's actually a joke.
Is it a joke?
I don't think Alliance are laughing.
They probably are.
Uh-oh. Deathless zombies.
He doesn't have ulti.
Deathless zombies. Go. Hit him.
The one ball.
Hit him fast.
The one ball to save them all. Okay, you can't. It's too hard.
Okay, now get EGM.
He has toss. He can go away, No Tail. No, not
he tossed the zombie! Away zombie! Blink, clap, they're dropping low, but the new set of balls have been summoned. S4 and the big nuke coming out from Trixie, and they get a second kill. This is really clowning, like you said. Relocate's gonna go on the left side. Okay.
There's a Delta split. No, that's good, man.
Arrow, it's gonna get tanked, but Ake has no mana for the secondary nuke. Sarstorm, no, he gets silenced.
Okay, this is really not Dota. What is this game? Casual 5-man team fight in the river?
Like one team wipes the other and then the other team, it's ridiculous.
I don't know what's going on anymore. My whole life is a lie.
But look at his right band though.
Almost. He's got to get it to himself first. I mean, it's been one of those games. You never know. The courier could just die if you're Bulldog.
EGM stole Dream Coil in the last fight and couldn't do it because he was silent for like 10 million years.
That's a Midas Lich. Ake taking a page out of EGM's book. Maybe they just like switch names to mess with people.
They probably did, yeah, actually.
Let's see.
So Trixie's going for a mech after his Vanguard.
I would probably invest in a wand if I were him.
Or
considering
Arcane
how much
Boots.
fighting they're doing.
Dude needs mana.
Yeah.
And if you look at those decay, it has a 4-second cooldown max level and a ton of mana cost. I don't think he's going to be able to do much.
Well, he can pretty much use his spells and then mech and then he's done. Pretty much. What you want, right? Use your abilities and then...
That's the idea.
When one ability has 4-second cooldown, blink clap on top, look at fly. The first critical is just getting him killed every
Tether loving.
Okay. Now, No-Tail doesn't want any part of that. He might need to get arrow out of him.
See? Oh, what a steal. Oh, arrow. Misses on Trixie.
Arrow just completely stuck on the top. Help! Talk him out!
Get away from me.
No, he doesn't have sight. Relocate him! Get him out of there, No-Tail! Relocate's gonna be good enough! Yes! They make it out, and the Rainbow TP is gonna come in. Hani, he will see EGM in the river. There's a DK, not gonna... Oh, okay. That was Rubik's DK. And then they come back in.
By the way, I just want to say if that was a Midas Tiny, he would have died.
That is true. Actually, they relocated Arrow mid. He's just straight up farming. No-Tail's dead to a Panda ultimate. Trixie, he's got the Vanguard. He can't Midas before he died. Value lost. Tornado up on Fly. He's also going to be dead.
What is happening?
I don't know, but Arrow is actually going to get a tier 1 tower, I believe.
Go for it, man. Go big.
Toss that creep up in the air, man. Get that 100 damage. No?
Oh,
Okay.
baited it.
Got it.
That was the you better not TP stuff.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right, so towers were traded. Lives were lost. Primarily supports.
Look at that experience, guys. Hilarious.
Yeah, it's... Could we just have like Benny Hill playing the whole game?
I know.
Because I feel like that's where we're at right now. The one thing that I'm still really like about is why Trixie chose to go Vanguard over a Hood. Like having an early pipe against Alliance's team would actually negate like all of their potential killing.
Nah, it's the Brewmaster crits, man.
I'm just like, Lich Midas now too? Like, Lich Midas is pretty okay, just because, I mean, you're gonna throw off like one nuke, armor somebody in Chain Frost, and then you're probably dead. So...
EGM also, Ake also has a very tough time choosing his spells. It's like, one of this.
3 in each.
One of that.
All of it's good, man. It's all good.
Oh, I want to say Nova's probably better than Frost Armor, but hey.
Frost Blast, you mean?
Oh, wait, man.
Sure, Frost Blast.
When you're getting
Not
chased
crystal,
by
man.
like 30 zombies, you're gonna be damn glad you had Frost Armor.
Whole team bounces off them as well. So if he gets the Agamemns, oh my god.
It's actually still not that good.
Yeah, but it's hilarious.
It's funny, but it's not
I'm
really
sure
good.
that's what he's going for.
Yeah. Go for the gusto.
I mean, what do you think that Midas is going to get him into? X?
Hex, maybe, yeah, I don't know.
So, we haven't really talked much about Dota this game.
Oh, we did.
It's been more or less like what the hell's going on. But I want to say that I still think Fnatic have a lead here. Substantial one, but a big enough lead to where I feel like they can't squander it. Like, you need to try to pressure something because every time you fight and S4 has his ulti, that's basically a win for Alliance because Brewmaster is one of those heroes that has such good teamfight control that if you try to go into him when he has that up, you're probably not going to be able to win, and you're not going to be able to burst him down anymore because he has his point boosters, so he's got enough health to survive basically the burst, unless it's like a perfect puck follow-up, Coddle Blast, and a Wisp Tiny.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to all land to kill him before that ult goes off.
Yeah, this game, the team fight is really coming from the Wisp Tiny as well as the spells, the Tombstones, the Dream Coil. And if you think about it, if you tornado up Era in the air for 6 seconds, and then Boulder Bash
You
him
don't
for
even
2 more
have to
seconds.
do that. You can just drunken haze him and
If you have access.
Sure, yeah. I mean, there's so many ways to actually lock down Era that he is not going to be a factor.
He's so far away from BKB as well. He hasn't even finished his Aghanim's.
And your 3 Brewmaster split could easily kill the Tombstone if you want to do that. So I feel like if there's a 5-to-5 team fight, Era, he either have to basically dodge a tornado by having the Brewmaster cast it on somebody else first, or he's not going to do anything.
They could do it to Trixie as well, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, those are probably the 2 targets. You wouldn't do it to Haunting yet. I don't think you would do it to No Tail or Fly. So probably Trixie or Era going to be the ones being put in the air. But Tiny, of course, being like the foremost, like, yeah, we want to make sure he's not killing anybody.
And I think that's worse than just putting any other carry in the air because you invest your Wisp into the Tiny, right? Like you're putting 2 heroes for 1 hero's damage output. So if you cycle on Tiny, it's essentially cycling 2 heroes. Because you don't get, like, for example, if you had a Crystal Maiden or something, she's going to do some AoE damage.
He's got his BKB now too, so things are going to get a little bit tougher. Era's not going to be able to just walk in and insta-kill him anymore.
This window where Era doesn't have a BKB, they can just like teamfight right now and push. But I don't think they can do it. I don't think Fnatic can defend.
The important thing to keep in mind is that Undying Aura still goes through that BKB, so the right-click damage from Era is still going to be there.
No, he's not going to be able to hit anything because it's going to be...
I think he could just go MKB instead of BKB. I mean, BKB is still
But then
good.
they just spin him.
BKB is still good, but I don't
Mid lane,
think he
Blink
can afford
Clap
to go with
initiation
second
on
item.
Trixie. Trixie throws out the tomb immediately. The rest of the team from Alliance is coming in. Trixie, though, is very, very tanky. Can he get a heal off on himself? He's trying. The heal's going to go up, but he's going to die regardless. The coil is going to hit on top. S4's got ultimate, so you can't really fight Blink. No Blink. Hani's going to get bursted down. Wow.
That's an EGM too.
They relocated for a tower, by the way, so there was no Wisp relocate for the fight mid. And they didn't even get the tower, actually. They're still running back to the tower that they relocated to try to kill it, which was bottom.
Well, they have a lot of confidence that Fly is going to try to defend this tier 2. Actually, it will be able to. And they're just going to go in. Schmack.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Tower secured. I honestly don't think it's worth giving it the tier 1, though. Like, if you can relocate in, I think if you're Fnatic, you would want to fight.
But do you think they could have won that fight, though? Because they took that one, even though Brewmaster... Like, the Brewmaster didn't even need to ult, and they still won that
They
one.
overcommitted so hard, though, on the Undying. Like, that's the perfect time to relocate, right? Because you relocate after they've dropped, like, everything on Trixie. And sure, they barely
use
killed
any
them.
of their ultis. The only
Yeah,
one-
but they used all of their skills. Like, sure, the Panda could have ulted.
And Lich could ulti.
Oh, Noto's dead. So is Era. Tethering, he gets lifted up. Era's really far away thanks to the movement speed, but there you go, 6-second disable. Enough time for your entire team to get next to him.
Yeah, he did.
He's gonna try to take down Lich. One more cleave up Lona! Oh, they actually hit him, but it wasn't enough.
Arrow of Destiny from Bulldog.
It's not really an arrow of destiny.
His destiny
like
was to die.
It's like an arrow of, I pretty much can't miss this.
Give it to Bulldog, really. He's had a rough
Alright,
game.
fine. Okay, so S4 suddenly Aghanims. Game is now if you're Fnatic.
I think Era, what do you think? Do you think he needs to... I just
He
said
is
a
going to
lot
go
of think.
BKB.
Yeah, okay.
He's going to go BKB.
He has to.
He really does. Yeah.
I just think it's a crappy situation to have to go BKB as Tiny. Like, that's the reason you pick Tiny is because you don't have to make a BKB on the hero. But Alliance have picked a lineup that kind of necessitate him buying it.
You can tether first, can't you? You can tether then
Yes.
BKB.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not...
So you still have overcharge and stuff. Like, you're still going to be doing a reasonable amount of damage. I just think that more comfortable with my Luna having a BKB than I am my Tiny having a BKB, because that delay is like a real damage item. Like, if he wants to make an AC or if he wants to make a butterfly, it's going to be ages away. They're going to relocate again, though.
Just for towers. Hey, why not?
It's good.
I feel like relocate is like a Midas, essentially. If you don't use it on cooldown, you're giving us something up. Because every time you use it, it's just free stuff. Whether you're just getting damage on a tower or pushing for space.
The last time they died, well, Midas don't kill him.
Well, sometimes if you go Midas in the middle of a fight, Shane, it does.
I thought you'd be proud of me, Lummy.
Which, by the way, if you look at Keeper, Fly's Keeper, he's going for Ags. We're getting one of those games, man.
I think that's when you know you want to take the game to like 79 minutes, when you're like, okay.
Imagine how hard it will be when Tiny is getting like thrown around the map by Cottle and Wisp. Like, they won't be able to do anything.
Actually, they haven't done that auto relocate save, right? When you have Wisp as well as Keeper, nobody should ever die on the
Yeah,
map.
you can relocate them before they beam back in. Like,
Yeah.
It takes some serious timing though.
I believe. You can just count it down. There's a number over your head.
Yeah. All right.
No, that's not that hard.
Also, there is going to be a point of the game where Tiny can just right-click the bruise splits and just kill them, but that requires him to get thrown in the air.
It's not yet, though. That's the thing. Like, even if he has the BKB, I don't think he wants to hit those things unless they're like chasing somebody and trying to kill them, more or less. I mean, if they're on him, then I guess he would cleave them anyway.
He would have farmed that BKB really fast, though. Like, super fast. And he has that right now. Like.
Well, they kill 2 towers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the thing is, they're not going to be able to relocate many more towers, because the closer you get to the base, the harder it is to relocate and actually kill a tower, because like proximity-wise, they're much tighter, right? So it's very difficult to get to them without being noticed or have Alliance react to it.
So I just want to point out that let's just look at like ultra late game, because it seems like, at least for Fnatic, that's how they want to play it. They have Tiny Wisp. We talked about the difficulties that he's going to be running into, and maybe now, because here comes a smoke gank.
They can smell it, though.
Nobody sees us. If that smoke breaks, they'll know.
Oh my god, he's at... Okay, bro.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, EGM, that timing. Okay, no tail is...
That's fine, though. You
super dead.
Lost a Wisp. It's okay.
That was a really sick blink, to be honest. Like, knowing exactly the only place they could stand that would have broken smoke there, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, boom.
Right, motherfucker. All right, so late game, you have a puck, which is not going to be a factor, it feels like, because your Dream Coil is not going to hit Luna, who has BKB. The Brewmaster is essentially at BKB, because when he splits, he doesn't care about coils.
The house isn't very good late game,
Yeah, the zombie house is not going to do much. And then you have Keeper, who is going for Ags, which is nice, but you know, when a fight breaks out and you need damage, also not exactly a huge factor.
I really don't think that Fnatic can give this away, man. Like,
yeah, they have to fight for this.
If they give this away, it's going to be so hard to take an engagement.
All right, big Illuminate comes in. There's a Brewmaster also. They really don't want to fight this either.
Oh, Eric can't be here. Never mind. They're not going to be able to do anything.
Arrow is going to hit on Trixie. That's going to buy him a lot of time. There's a lot of misses going to the ground. Here comes a Blink and a Coil, but he can't really steal it. He wants to steal. The Eclipse not going to do much. And Roshan is going to get taken down. They even invest the Brewmaster ult just to secure it. Oh, that's a lot of investment.
Yeah.
Trixie bought back.
Yeah, he wants to fight this.
That is a very... I mean, he's got BKB.
He's waiting for the
BKB gets
tether.
activated here. They're going to go right on Rubik. Rubik, one more hit, he's going to be dead. Yep, nicely done.
S4 is out of there, though. That's fine, though. They just use a 10-second BKB for a support kill. Trixie bought back.
Relocate to the front line, though. It's going to be coming in. It's they want Bulldog for the Chain Frost. It's right there. They have to split. Nicely done. They're going to pick off Bulldog. Meanwhile, the Illusions are going on no tail. He's going to be fine as well.
Can retether, maybe?
Yeah, they're going to be back.
Yeah.
Got the BKB for 2 kills.
That was a little bit better, but Bulldog hasn't really been like... His farm, to me, doesn't really matter that much. It's more about if he lands arrows. Because, I mean, he was put in a position, basically, that he wasn't going to have a great time anyway. So getting those 2 kills is probably, like, outside of killing Ake, I guess, the lesser valuable heroes. And your Midas Undying had to buy back.
I don't know. Aki is 3 levels higher than Bulldog.
Aki also has 3,200 gold.
I think killing Aki is pretty good.
Is this Axe or what? Minus Lobby has a lot of HP.
It would be really annoying, honestly, to get eggs. Like, especially if you're a Wisp.
Yeah.
You're like, God, I can never be near you, man.
He just want to hug you.
Just wants to hug his friend.
GM is actually really close to Ags as well.
Into the secret shop, it's going to be Axe.
This is one of those games where it's like, the early movement from Fnatic, more or less, kind of won in the laning phase. But then Fnatic, like that commitment top, I think, like really, really hurt them because that almost gave S4 his whole Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
2 levels. Well, Fly is farming non-stop in his own jungle as well, so that's his third piece. So he's gonna have Nag very soon as well. But the problem is, can they actually abuse the recall? Apart from just like, hey, we're TPing around.
See the way loaded up, Manta.
Zera dead. Okay, Ava, Arrow.
Arrow creep.
Okay, Arrow, get him out of there.
Oh my god.
All right, let's do the countdown. TPing him up top to get some farm.
They're trying it.
All right, we're gonna see
He
a
has to do
recall.
it soon.
A recall?
He's not doing it. He's just letting no tail die later.
Peace.
Yeah, he's gonna be dead too because there's no tether onto him. This is
The arrows.
that should be it for sure safety. They might lose Rax here.
Yeah. Luna.
Flyback back.
Yeah. Well, there goes his axe for a while at least.
I don't know. The thing about tiny teams is you can really never count them out of a game because there's
Even
always like the
Raxon.
relocate, like overcharge, kill your whole base stuff.
Dyer's bottom tower
But it's looking
is
pretty
under
good right
attack.
now.
Look at
for
Aaron
Alliance.
now. You don't raise the tiny.
Alright, here comes the Brewmaster. Oh, Tombstone's gonna get dropped, but they're gonna get wrecked by Loda, who's just coming in with the Aegis and Eclipse. There's no buyback on Fly. He dies. Trixie's dead as well. Where's the TP back from Tiny? No, he's just
pushing.
going for
You
the
don't raise the
trade.
tiny.
Alright, well, in terms of trade,
Well,
Luna
you have
team
a
trade.
5-man versus just a
Dyer's
tiny.
bottom
Yeah.
tower
You trade
is
here?
under
I don't
attack.
know.
He's gonna try, right?
Wisp's gonna come in and overcharge him. No?
No.
The Wisp had to relocate before.
Dyer's
It's not up.
bottom tower is falling.
That's Rax, boys.
Dyer's bottom barracks
Alright.
are under attack.
At least get the Aegis.
The Aegis. Oh, Arrow's coming in. This could be a turnaround. Is there any BKB on Loda? No, it's still on cooldown. Does Arrow have his BKB yet? Though that's the question. He does. But everyone's able to just get away. What is that,
for
Tiny?
EGM.
They got relocate. Do they go ham here? S4 just casually farming in the base. Maybe not the best choice.
Well, Eric can't hit him.
Well, Arrow's gonna hit a Honey. It's gonna be Riku's S4 tanking out in the front line. He is so tanky. Yeah, all the miss. The Drunken Haste is on top of Arrow. Blink back in. He gets stunned by something. Oh, Craggy exterior. And Arrow, wow, overcharges OP, guys.
Well, I think they're still going to lose a set of racks here, but they might get some kills out of it. Honey's going to be able to find Bulldog. Melee racks drops. Coil's still down for about 15 seconds, and Loda now has his Manta and BKB up, so he'll be able to get away from this.
Axonaki. Holy
BKB
shit.
TP. Loda just...
That was the I am terrified, I'm out of here BKB.
Hani just chasing ghosts.
Why not, man? If you're Fnatic right now, you need to make something big happen. Like, you need to either win a fight, or you need to go, like, get Tiny one more item and then try to go for the backstab, you know?
If they didn't have that Roshan, they wouldn't have been able to get bottom racks.
No, I agree. That's why I was so confused. Like, Arrow went top, No Tail was dead. They didn't try to save No Tail with the pull.
Yeah. Then
And then Arrow didn't have any way of getting to Roshan, so it was like, you're fighting a 3v5.
you say it though, but it is really hard to time it. Like you have to time
No,
it.
but he didn't even try.
Yeah.
Like, he was just like, nah, you're dead.
Well, it's just, I guess, something that you forgot about. I mean, it's a thing you can't do, but you have to, you know, do it.
And the other thing is, if he had, like, actually gotten No Tail out, it would have been Wisp and Cuddle together when S4 went in.
Yeah.
Overcharge would definitely save him there. But let's look at the Roshan, Andy. Teach me this new tech.
Wait,
what is this?
What is this?
They changed it.
They changed
Oh
it again.
my
It's actually a clock now, so you can see.
Okay, so this is actually...
So 5.5 minutes have passed, right? Am I reading this properly?
Yeah, that's what it looks like to
I
me.
guess, yeah.
And then
Looks like something out of Stargate.
Or just
Whatever.
a clock on the wall, really.
No, it's Stargate.
we're out of there,
We
honey.
discussed this for like 20 minutes one time.
Get out of there, honey.
He is out, man. He's fine.
I don't know, man.
No, he's fine. Oh, the rest of them aren't, though. Arrow getting get caught once again. Force pop BKB. That's so bad.
Oh, just mini bounce. Run. All right, the Tomb House.
If it wasn't enough that he had to pop BKB for that, now he's like... Oh man, he's really tanky. They might be able to turn this around a little bit. BKB pop by Loda. Era's still alive, man. Just really not taking that much damage at all. They're going to come in and try to secure the rain tracks, but it's got backdoor protection. They don't even have creeps.
Hit it, boys.
They're just like, we do lots of damage. No, we don't. We're out of here. Oh, four-man coil. But there's no one there. Relocate coming in.
It's gonna be Tiny come in. The Av is gonna get Bulldog for sure. He's Drunken Haze, so he's not attacking. Meanwhile, S4, he's got a DD. No Tail says, not me. Get me out of here. And he's gonna be back just fine. Meanwhile, Blink blocked from Honey, at least changing the path. Loda goes on the right. We have Avalanche coming in through the Eclipse. And the Jukes, it's hitting everybody. Meanwhile, it looks like Tedder coming back in. The toss in from S4. Loda's fine, unless we're gonna see a Blink from Honey. Honey's not giving chase. He's going for S4. S4 with a BKB TP. Toss him out. Yes! It cancels the TP. S4 says no. And he's dead. How many BKB TPs have we seen?
That was really well coordinated, to be honest. Everyone's like, Delta split. I got him. It's good. I'm kind of surprised he didn't chase Loda, though. I thought Honey for sure would chase Loda in that situation.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I mean, his BKB just came up, but he didn't have it when he was, like, being chased, so... Still, man, Fnatic showing some life. They didn't even lose the range racks.
That four-man coil from Hani though. Holy shit.
I'm just waiting for EGM to do the steal on Honey's coil and do an 11-second stun. Like, that's when I'll lose it.
It's not... It can't can't be an 11-second stun.
It's an 11-second lockdown.
Yeah, okay, it's a 7.9-second stun, and then they all walk away in the last second, and then they just...
At the very last
second, yeah.
Okay. It's like, wait, boys, we can't move yet.
Because, I mean, when you get coiled by 8 seconds and the chain frost is flying, like, you gotta make some decisions.
That's a fairly valid point, to be honest.
I mean, the coil is such a big, like, radius that you can walk far enough away, I think, to stop the
when
frost.
there's 5 units.
But y'all have to walk.
Okay, so if
exactly
you're
in the
saying
right
if you get a 5-man coil chain frost,
Yes,
they're all done.
it'll be sick. Yeah, okay, I agree. That would be good.
It's gonna happen. Right, so Ake's got his acceptor finish, just...
Arrow's got his AC.
Aki's had his Ags for a while.
I honestly think if Era gets like a crit fly or something, I think they might still be like very capable of winning fights. The thing is, the shorter the BKB gets for Luna, the scarier it gets for her to actually be able to live through the team fight.
Pedal
because
faster.
the follow-up from Fnatic is still quite strong. And I'm not saying Alliances isn't, but I think the Tiny's damage output right now is actually still higher.
Now I can see him at Lumi's computer had a heart attack.
I don't have any. Both you guys are just like.
Yeah, 2-man coil after a blink. Coil stolen, I think. Yeah, here comes coil's gonna be used.
Я прошу прощения, после короткой 50-минутной паузы я возвращаюсь в прямой эфир. Извините, умер интернет. Пытался я его тут починить, кажется, получилось. Я еще раз прошу прощения, но мы пропустили довольно многое, но слава богу, все-таки игру, концовку этой игры мы увидим, потому что счет 25-22 в пользу команды Альянса. Fnatic только что сделали 2 прайма, уже был счет 25-20, сделали 25-22. Я очень надеюсь, что интернет больше отпадать не будет, и будет все хорошо. Ну и вы дальше сможете нормально смотреть все матчи, потому что следующая игра у нас, напомню, опять-таки, Нави против Cloud9. Но мы все еще смотрим, как играет Альянс против Fnatic. Ну и надеемся, что техника не подведет. СПО за время, пока мы присутствовали, нафармился Аганим БКБ, Аки мы видим Аганим уличает очень серьезно, отбирал бульдог. Есть Малыштром, ужасно играет Белого Бульдога. Сегодня 3-8-6. Здесь Трикси, есть Пайп, есть Мека, есть Ванвард, но Тейла 14-й левел, у Эры мы видим есть Кирасу 2300, ну и у Хани есть Витрай 200. Прыгает, хорошо запрыгнул сбор, рановато немножко его избивает, очень серьезно сбор, нужно ультовать сейчас, ну и сейчас трехман просто пытается убить, мы видим, пытается убить Трикси, как-то падает, ничего, у него абсолютно не получается, просто выигрывает время, очень далеко, даже и Альянсы, полетел Чайник, Чайник залетает в Вича, Чайник под...
Oh no, get out! The baby! Panic station! Okay, it's fine.
Okay,
it's
it didn't
broken.
work out.
Meanwhile, on the backside, the Eclipse is coming in, flies dead straight up, and Era needs his blue ball. Where's his blue ball? It's back in the base. He's still right-clicking. Though, look at the heal coming up from it. The blue ball's back, and instead, immediately, Era just manning up. Relocate after a buyback. Okay, heal him up. And we have EGM on the run. He gets scouted, tossing the blink on the question. Where'd he go? EGM! Okay. You can't blink no more, because it's
Так сделали у нас Fnatic, ЕГМ сейчас тоже, скорее всего, погибнет, вот догоняет его Хани. Хани, последняя птичка, правда, еще живет, но забирает Трикси, это Team Vibe, который мы пропустили.
I think Shane was more excited than the audience was.
Здесь, кстати, стороны нету у Fnatic. Альянсы им снесли сторону одну, но мы не полностью, но в любом случае, как-то она...
Team wipe. Lose a Coddle, lose a Tiny, not too bad. Well, I guess I lost
еще
too.
целая эта же сторона.
That range Axe. Not the catapult, please!
Шан стоит, Шана таки не добили Fnatic. Вот потеряли барак. Ну что же, без одной стороны будут играть сейчас Fnatic. Они только что сделали минус 5. Они практически догнали по фрагам Альянса. 28-27 счет. Был, напомню, 25-20 буквально как только мы реконнектнулись в игру после того, как стрим упал. Ну и на Рошана сейчас забегают Fnatic.
Yeah. It's like those heart monitors or whatever when you're in the hospital. That's what it looks like.
Mine look a bit dodgy, to be honest.
Шана начинает бить по каналу Тейла. Этот уже там нарегенился.
Great.
It's been better. So Roshan still prioritized here, at least by Fnatic. And the difference with Fnatic is like, when they go in, they're so much closer to their side of the map at this stage that it actually kind of matters that they're dying because Alliance have to consistently be put like, in a really awkward spot. Right? They have to be sitting like towards mid. It's like, okay, not. That's the best position. Hero's going to be off the mark.
Знает, что происходит, не успеет, что сделать
He picks it up, so he doesn't really need to worry about that first BKB.
Ну вот теперь все-таки Fnatic своего добились. Что дальше? 4000 у Эры. Будет ли он покупать криты? Ну надо, наверное, приобретать сейчас какие-то криты. И...
What's going on?
С ними воевать. Да что ж такое?
I'm apparently disconnected from the game. I'm no longer here. I'm out. That's it. No, I think the PC that Shane is using is crashed.
That just happened to Lumi as well.
Dude, there's a screen right
I can't see it.
What do you mean you can't? It's right in front of you.
There were shadows, man. Shadows.
It's... What to say right now? I'm lost. Era got the Demon Edge. Is he going MKB or is he going crit? Spent all his money. MKB?
MKB.
MKB.
For that talisman evasion, man.
Yeah, it's still really good.
Yeah. And it's also for the Brewmaster. Mainly for the Brewmaster.
Yeah, sure.
We could not hit Brewmaster in the last fight.
Literally dealing no damage.
Literally no damage.
Question is,
Fake ball, don't be fooled.
do Alliance actually have enough to break the base?
Oh, not in the next 10 minutes or so. I think they need Bulldog to catch up. And Bulldog has, you know...
Okay, this is like 20-minute farm.
That's fine.
Take it easy on him.
No, but I'm saying, like, in order to catch up, he needs so much time.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Like, I think that's okay. Again, like, Fnatic is getting stronger on one hero, essentially. Like, I know Puck's gonna get Hex, and then Dying's gonna get another item, but that's... Like, whatever. It's just, they're not...
So everyone's getting stronger, but the Tiny's getting stronger.
No, I think Alliance is getting stronger at a quicker rate, because their hero essentially used gold better. Does that make sense?
Ребят, я опять-таки вернулся в игру и видимо, вернулся в нее, потому что вы видите, что происходит. Я вообще не понимаю, что у меня происходит и почему
Right, I think they both accelerate the same rate.
If Trixie gets an Aghanims with the Flesh Golem, that time
то
is gonna hit
эксплит,
pretty
то
hard.
You already have a
Dota
Flesh Golem Aghanims already on EGM.
Oh, it's fine. Just relocate with double damage and insta-kill somebody.
Это же что, чему, как, куда мне делать сейчас?
I can't even do that much math, Lumi. What's that,
They could
309?
backdoor with this as
Вы
well,
видите,
but
как
I
у
mean,
меня
it would
работает, я не могу
more or
понять,
less
почему она работает именно так.
result in death. Not mana. 5-man snowball.
Do that, but I don't know if Era is in the same boat.
Nice down.
I'm actually gonna download that replay and show you the error of your
Я не
ways.
знаю, как это починить.
I'm ready, man.
Я действительно не знаю, как это починить. Ну, остается надеяться только, что пройдет, разве что я больше даже не знаю, что еще сказать.
All by himself.
I think aside from the tiny wisp, he's not going to die to anybody else. So,
I think he can even live through that as well.
like, he could just BKB Drunken Haze and
Or just BKB
get out of there. No, you can't TP because of the toss.
Stand in the small neutral creeps, man. GG. RNGs.
Alright. No, he would... Tiny would just hit twice, creep all of the creeps,
Then you're
and
gone.
then toss.
You're gone like a ninja. He tries to hit you and you miss.
No,
Drunken haze him.
he has MKB.
Drunk. Damn it.
He's a Shane. It's alright, man.
Don't logic me.
This sounds like an argument we have about Snowball. And I keep telling you, don't Snowball us in. You're like, but this and but that.
Always snowball.
I think he can't relocate on S4 because he has Blink. They're gonna just push.
Oh, not that big. Avalanche gonna be there? Should be a free kill.
Who dropped the chain before you died?
No, he was rifted, he couldn't.
Well, he did. He has no buyback.
He got the silence.
So, I don't think they can defend anymore.
Nope.
And Tiny does a lot of damage to base.
He has Aegis too. Aegis doesn't care. Alright, here comes the Brewmaster ultimate. Needs to toss him up, but Ares keeps right-clicking all the brews. He just doesn't care, but he's losing a lot of HP on the back line. He's getting healed up. Acceptor, where are you at? And the right clicks are coming in from Luna. Luna's running with this BKB on. That's not a good sign. Here comes Era. He is, killing everything.
We just killed the combo.
Well, that's 4 bot back, but he doesn't have his ulti. Loda's going to be the next to drop inside of the base. Fly is actually the one who gets the double kill, and they want to continue chasing this at least for the time being. Era has actually decided to play some objective gaming, killed the tier 3 tower. Honey gonna get clapped here.
He's fine.
Might end up dropping, gets the phase shift. Era gets arrowed again. Loda's still trying to do whatever right click damage he can, but nobody does any damage.
Well, he's missing against towers because MKB does not work against towers. All right, miss. Oh, it's not missing.
More off.
There goes the melee round.
No, Loda.
Loda.
You don't miss against
MKB.
heroes.
Okay, toss him. You can still toss him. The block. Cleave off of Ake. He does. He got the kill. Ake. No. Meanwhile, Bulldog's trying to run.
Run, Laser Lord.
Okay. You need to be able to cleave off your
Hurry your zombie.
Okay.
Tokyo Drift.
From downtown.
Has fallen.
Oh god.
S4's fine. He's got blink. Oh, there's one Rex. They could just keep going.
Yeah.
Era still has his Aegis.
Who's TP in middle? Nota, what are you up to?
Just being a ball, man. Living the life.
Dude.
Fly's also out of mana. I don't know how that's possible, but
I don't know.
Hey man, he's still so ripped, it's fine.
Slowly whittle them down.
Dude, Soul Rip's legit.
Yeah.
When you get like
he
tombstones
got rid
down
of Soul
and
Rip
stuff.
instantly.
He stole, yeah, still toss.
Watch the heal.
Look, at this point, you just toss S4 in. He,
If no
he
tail-
claps
no.
and then blinks away.
Nota stands in the heal.
Alright, he's got his ult.
Okay.
I mean,
I think Aegis is gonna be fading.
No, he's just
Aegis
kill
is
your
gone.
pandas again.
Aegis is gone. Yeah, the panda is just like, yep, not me, please. No, they're gonna go in for the base. They see EGM 1 dead. Ammo Bulldog 2 hit dead. On the back line here, it says panda still running around.
Oh.
Okay, boom, Chain Frost. Infinite Bounce is gonna go to, okay. Oh,
Not quite.
Such a letdown.
he's going back in.
Can Era actually die?
No, not with Wisp, just
Look at the
they're
call.
constantly
Watch
being
their
killed.
life. Watch their
Yeah,
life. Watch their
bang.
life. Look. It's ridiculous. Plus like 800 life or something.
Radiant's middle tower has
Well, I
fallen.
think we had a Twitter question answered. Yes, we will see Kato Acceptor. And yes, it will be good.
GG?
What a game.
Okay, so I think the one thing that we can take away from this game is that even if you're ahead against a tiny Wisp, really freaking hard to kill him apparently.
Cottle heals the Wisp with the laser.
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, we'll talk about the game as we come back, but Fnatic, another victory over